Persistence is the quiet warrior within us all. It's not loud, it doesn't boast, and it doesn't always feel glorious. But it is the force that keeps you moving when every part of you wants to stop. It is the voice that says, try one more time, even after you've failed 1,000 times. Persistence is not perfection. It's not about never falling. It's about rising every time you do. It's staying in the fight long after others have walked away. It's showing up on the days you don't feel like it, and pushing through the nights when sleep would be easier than sacrifice. Most people want success, but few are willing to walk through the long road of failure, criticism, setbacks, and loneliness. That's where persistence lives. That's where it thrives. The dream you carry in your heart won't be built overnight. It won't come easy. There will be seasons of silence, times when no one claps, and moments when you wonder if it's worth it. But persistence doesn't seek applause. It seeks progress. It's fueled by purpose, not popularity. You may feel tired, you may feel overlooked, you may feel like it's not working. But if you keep showing up, with focus, with faith, and with fire, you will outlast the doubt. You will outrun the fear. You will rise above the circumstances. The truth is, no great achievement has ever come without persistence. Behind every success story is a person who refused to give up. They weren't always the most gifted. They didn't always have the best tools. But they had heart. They had hunger. They had grit. So when the world tells you to stop, keep going. When the results are slow, keep going. When you feel like you're walking alone, keep going. Because persistence is not just about what you get, it's about who you become in the process. Every setback is shaping you. Every struggle is stretching you. Every step forward, no matter how small, is still a step toward your destiny. Don't quit. Don't settle. Don't wait for the perfect time. Keep building, keep believing, keep burning with passion. Because the person who wins is rarely the one who started the strongest. It's the one who refused to stop. Persistence always wins.
Persistence is the silent power that turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It's not about being the fastest, the smartest, or the most talented. It's about being the one who refuses to give up. The one who keeps showing up after failure, who keeps trying after rejection, who keeps believing when no one else does. When doors close, persistence finds a window. When the path is blocked, persistence carves a new road. It whispers in your heart when your mind screams quit. It reminds you that progress is not always loud, flashy, or instant. Sometimes it's just putting one foot in front of the other, day after day, in quiet faith. You don't have to win every battle, you just have to keep fighting. Because every step forward, no matter how small, adds up. And one day, you'll look back and realize, it wasn't talent or luck that brought you here, it was your unshakable persistence. Keep going. Your breakthrough might be one more try away. The truth is, life will test you. Again and again. And not just with big things, but with small, daily struggles. The moments when no one is watching. When you're tired. When it feels pointless. But those who rise are those who keep showing up. Not because they feel strong, but because they made a choice. A choice to keep going. Persistence isn't about perfection. It's about showing up even when it hurts. And when you do that, day after day, the world has no choice but to move for you. Fall 7 times. Rise 8. That's not just a quote, that's a mindset. You will fall. You will fail. But what defines you isn't the fall, it's what you do next. Do you stay down, or do you rise again with more fire? Persistence is rising again and again, even with scraped knees, even with a broken heart, even when your legs shake. Because something in you still believes, I'm not finished yet. And that belief is where champions are made. They'll tell you it's too late. They'll say you've failed too many times. They'll try to convince you to give up, to settle, to shrink. But they don't know the fire inside you. They don't know how many storms you've already walked through. You didn't come this far to quit. You came to finish. So be unstoppable. Let your persistence speak louder than their doubts. You weren't built to break. You were built to rise. Fast winds fade. Loud winds vanish. But the long road? The long road builds you. It tests your limits. It humbles you. And then, it rewards you with strength, wisdom, and success that lasts. Persistence is taking that long road, brick by brick, failure by failure, until one day, you stand on ground you built with your own hands. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Because you didn't quit. They will ask you, How did you do it? How did you survive what should have broken you? How did you keep going when the world said stop? How did you keep smiling with tear-stained eyes? Keep building with broken hands. Keep climbing with tired legs? And you'll smile. Not because it was easy, but because you chose to stay when others walked away. That's what persistence is. It's the fire that burns when the lights go out. The heartbeat that drums when the world goes quiet. It is not fast, not fancy, not famous. Persistence is lonely work. It's showing up with no applause. It's planting seeds no one can see in dry soil, day after day, believing that someday something will bloom. You see, dreams don't die because they're impossible. They die because people give up too soon. They quit after 1 storm, 2 failures, 3 rejections. But the persistent ones, they stay. They outlast the pain. They outlive the fear. They outwalk the night until the sun rises again. You don't need to have it all together. You don't need to have a perfect plan. All you need is the decision not to quit. To stand in your mess, in your confusion, in your delay, and say, I'm still here. I'm still fighting. I'm not done. Because persistence doesn't wait for strength. It creates it. You won't always feel strong. But every time you rise, every time you try again, every time you refuse to quit, you become a little more unbreakable. And one day, the world will watch you win. But only you will know. It wasn't luck. It wasn't magic. It was you. It was persistence. They'll never understand your strength. They'll see your wins, but not your war. They'll see the crown, but never the wounds beneath it. Because what they don't see is how many times you stood back up. How many times you bled, broke, and still refused to back down. This is what persistence looks like. It looks like grit in your teeth and fire in your chest. It looks like dragging yourself forward when your legs scream no. It looks like losing everything and still getting up the next day to build again. That's strength. That's courage. That's you. You aren't built to bow. You aren't made to fold. You are forged in fire. You are sharpened by storms. Every time you wanted to quit and didn't, you grew stronger. Every time you got knocked down and rose, you became tougher. You are not soft. You are not fragile. You are battle-tested. Listen to me, pain is temporary. Pressure is fuel. And failure is a forge for champions. The world won't hand you greatness. You'll take it. Step by brutal step. Hour by lonely hour. You will carve your name into the stone of success. Not with ease, but with persistence. You're not tired. You're becoming. You're not stuck. You're rising. You are not done. You are dangerous. Because you've already made the one decision that separates the weak from the unbreakable. You refuse to quit.